How many of you are on Twitter? Did you see that whole back and forth about it? I mean, it was a tweet.
Which one I get? I catch
So this
every
was
week.
from, something that Nashako had posted, and you responded to it.
Yes.
And, it was about the motorway, I believe.
Yeah, it was about the Fix the Country.
Yes.
Yes, the Jullo house.
Exactly. You made a statement that didn't favor people at all, and since then they've been tagging you.
But I don't know why. I don't understand why. I don't know, because now posted some people.
Yes.
I think Alan, Honorable Alan, His Excellency John.
Yes.
And another one.
And the Vice President. I think the Vice President was one of them. Yes.
Yes. And
who else? I'm trying to remember. You
and
carry on. Yes.
And asked which one of these is going to save Ghana. And I said, you will save Ghana, beginning with your health. Beginning with your mindset, with your community, with your family. And then if everybody decides to turn on their lights, including the people that you have mentioned, Ghana will have sparks of light everywhere. So people have said that we should fix ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I said we should save ourselves, because the corruption that is in Ghana is not outside of me. All of it is inside me. I'm the one looking for boarding for my nephew. I'm the same guy who is making a quick turn, the police catching me, and I am telling the police,
yeah.
I am the one who is trying to get ahead of everybody. I am the corruption that is inside Ghana. And the same way, I am the same person who possess the love that I want to see to bring development.
Exactly.
So if I turn on the light of that love inside of me, and everyone turns on that light, so it became like a 2-day conversation. And then someone asked, what about the motorway?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then I said that, for me, I am 47 years old. I would rather work hard to find money to fix my shocks than to trust a politician. Because I know that no one will fix the motorway. Because I've been using the motorway since 1996, and it has never been fixed. During Kufuor's time, it was dark. Rawlins's time, it was dark. Atamil's time, it was dark. Everybody's time. So I know that, I'm not going to, I've already told you that my state of mind is to stay joyous no matter what is happening outside of me. So based on that philosophy, and then they said that I had insulted them.
Well, they said that from what you said, clearly we're not holding the leaders accountable. So I remember that every time there was a problem and someone posted maybe the potholes on the motorway, they'll say, well, Okyeame Kwame says that you should rather fix your shocks than
I didn't
focus on the politicians who are supposed to do what they ought to do.
I didn't say that, but who voted the politicians into power? You and I. We did it. We choose our terrible leaders. We are terrible. So the politician is the perfect reflection of the voter.
So we should be blamed partly
partly
or entirely for the state of the nation?
Not entirely. We need to blame the politician and hold him accountable. But we need to first blame ourselves and hold ourselves accountable for our decisions so that we don't make them again. But it begins with you. You cannot go outside of yourself and begin to question others and wag fingers at everyone. Don't forget that the last 3 are pointing at you.
Yes.
So we Ghanaians, we must change our mindset. We must fix our relationships with our children to show them love. We must be honest to our girlfriends. We must work on time. If we go to church, we must be Christians. We must show Christ. We can't go to church on Sunday, pray for forgiveness, and on Monday go and take a bribe and delay someone's procurement document so that by Friday, that person will bring a cake back. And it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So if how many politicians we have in Ghana? 1,000, 2,000? If all the politicians in Ghana become great and the 30 million of us still behave the same we behave, there's no development. So the light must begin with us. That is the only one you can control.
Exactly. But when you said that you caused a lot of backlash, did that affect you mentally?
No, not at all.
Emotionally?
The same way I disagree with people. Why can't people disagree with me?
Okay.
People can disagree with me.
Okay.
And when I disagree with people, like what I'm saying disagrees with a lot of concepts out there. A lot of people are going to disagree. This is why I disagree with people. And the way they deal with their disagreement, either through cognitive dissonance, either through insults, either through what in logic we call ad hominem, name calling. That's the way they want to express themselves.
Yeah.
I can't control that.
You can't. So there was a tweet that said, this is Kwame. Kwame endorses fix yourself. Kwame believes that leaders should not be held accountable because no one is a messiah. And he says, don't be like Kwame. Tweets like this didn't bother you?
Not at all. But in which part of my tweet said that? I didn't say fix yourself. I said, let us all fix it together.
Okay.
All of us should fix. I didn't say fix yourself. I didn't say let's not hold the leaders accountable. I didn't say that. Plus, if you are organizing an event, maybe you are organizing a campaign or a movement, that calls the Flagstaff House Jolobi House.
Yeah.
He didn't come to consult me. And you want Chinchina, you want me to come and be a part of it. I am not known to be insulting adults.
So the Jolobi was an insult. For you, that tag was disrespectful.
Of course. So
okay.
if my father had lived, he would have been the same age as the president. And I can never call my father Jolobi. If they called me, if I joined that thing, they called me to court and say, prove that there's a Jolobi, where was I going to find proof? So what I do is turn on the light of love in me.
But they said that the Occupy Jolobi is supposed to speak out about the ills in society and the fact that leadership has failed many young people. And so that is why
leadership has failed me.
Out on the streets.
Leadership has failed me. And I think it has failed a lot of people. See, I am an artist. Before people can buy my music or go and watch a show or come to see a theater, that person must eat, pay school fees, find money for hospital, insurance, pay their workers, pay electricity. So when the economy becomes the way it has become and we keep borrowing, I am the last person to eat. So I know how it feels. However, everything can be done. Maturity is how.
Okay.
I am not interested in joining things that insult others.
Okay.
Because I am not innocent.
So you can express dissent, but do it respectfully.
That is, however they want to do it, they should do it, but they shouldn't force me to join it.
But have the leaders respected citizens? If you look at the state of the nation, and I'm not just talking about the current government, over the years, would you say that leaders have respected us enough?
Well, what is
to earn respect?
What is respect? What is respect? To behave in a way, a manner that's favorable to others because you want to get something back, because you want a vote, or to be honest, to deal with people honestly, with integrity. See, if you put your hands behind your back and you take my time for granted, no matter how demure or how stoic your demeanor is, you are still not respecting me. You know, so I don't think that we, as a people in Ghana, we can talk of respect. I don't think we can talk of, because the nation lacks integrity.
Yeah.
There's no integrity in education. There's no integrity in religion. There's no integrity at home. There's no integrity in relationships. There's no integrity in business.
Yeah.
The nation lacks integrity. The type of solutions that I want for this country, it's not just walking on the street. It's for us to go to why we are so vile. And it begins psychologically. Something has happened to the African mind. Something has happened to it. You need to read King Leopold's letter that he wrote to the missionaries to send to Congo. And then you understand that something has happened to us.
Yeah.
Our education system is based on regurgitation. It is based on competition. So the one that comes first is applauded and given a gift and a card. The one that comes last is hooted at.
Yeah.
So when that person grows and ends up in parliament, he will not come last. No, he will do whatever he must do, cut whatever, to be the one in the Range Rover, to be that one who lives at East Legon. So that person has been broken from childhood. That is the problem we must solve.
How do we solve it?
By coming together again. I'm talking psychologists, sociologists, anthropologists, philosophers.
All the gists.
All of them coming together to redefine what is culture.
Okay.
To redefine what is moral. Vis-a-vis the traditional ideas and nuances versus the use of technology, influx, the media, social media, to redefine what is moral. And then through progressive media activation, retell people that this is the new way, this is the new Ghanaian. The billboards that we put in town, we need to use that to discuss thinking. There must be 1 million billboards across Ghana saying think. Because
Ghanaians are not thinking.
Of course, not just Ghanaians, Africans.
We're not thinking.
No, if we think, how come we own only 10% of our gold? How come our gold is called Anglo gold? You see, the highest level of thinking is creativity.
Yeah.
And so why is it that our gold is called? Because we do not have the creativity to create the machines and the shafts that can go down to fetch the gold.
Yeah.
So the one doing the thinking owns 90%.
And then we own,
What is the percentage of that we own in our oil?
Yeah.
Is it also 10%?
No, I think it's about 5 or so.
How many Chinese people are here fixing our roads? You see them.
Yeah.
These are all thinking problems. And that is the problem we must solve. Because once we solve the problem of thinking and creativity, then we are going to own patents. We are going to invent stuff. Then we are going to export and lower the income export deficit. That is the only way. But it begins with being honest.
We have to be honest with ourselves.
We have to be honest with ourselves.
Yeah. I agree.